We're here at the Perth Motorplex for the 60th running of the Australian Sprintcar Championship. The Perth Motorplex is my favourite racetrack in probably the entire world, and this is my favourite event, the 60th Australian Sprintcar Championship, besides the A1 for the next year. Marcus Dumsney is the defending winner. He won that on May 1st at Archfield Speedway last year, and it'd be interesting to see if he can defend his crown and see if he can win one here on the West Coast. Can we have a former winner like Kerry Madsen or Brooke Tatnell? Can they win another Australian Sprint Car Championship? Or can we have one of the locals like Jason Kendrick, David Priolo, who we've got cameras on tonight? Can they win a first Australian Sprint Car Championship? It's going to be pretty interesting. I really think that guys like Jamie Veal could win another one after getting beaten by Marcus last year. Or could we have like someone like Lockie McHugh or Jock Goodyear? Could they win their first Australian Sprint Car Championship? It's such an exciting weekend. Like I said, it's my favourite. It's hot and windy here. We're about to get ready for hot laps and then time trials to start off the night. Let's go check it out.
Adrian, we're on the inside, yeah?
Yep.
Start pushing me back when you're ready.
Second lap sadly for him, but he was in that battle for a little.
Started here at the Perth Motorplex. Let's go through the tour.
weren't bad, but I'm getting to the center, and the car is like rotating down the track. Yep. So like we're slightly free. I'm good on entry, and then we get slightly free in the center of the corner, and the car rotates away from the line that I need to run. So then I'm chasing the car back up the track. So sometimes, chasing the car back up the track hurts you because you're moving the natural arc of the car. Whereas, probably for the first 5 laps, I let it follow the arc, and I just wasn't coming off the corner good enough. So changed the line towards the end there. It was probably better if I chased it up the track, but we just need to be more. We need more left rear drive from, say, the centre to the exit.
So what are you thinking? Maybe move the left rear out a little bit, or what's the point?
We'll probably tweak shocks. Left rear will come out. Yeah, and then we'll think about other things. Like, I think we can get a lot of it back in just shock, but then the way the track's going, it's slowing up pretty quick. So we may need to start looking at bars depending on how quick it goes away.
Who's that? No, this is like delayed about 3 laps. Williamson and he's helping really big time. Really was 7th, then he's got a restart just then, now another with Brazier out, now another 2. So he'll be 4th or 5th.
How'd you feel in the heat?
Yeah, not too bad. Like we tightened up a little bit because I seen the straights got a bit slick, but probably needed to go a little bit more in that direction, and then and just maybe went the wrong lane at the start. I thought everyone would try and get to the dirt at the top pretty quick on turn 1 and 2, so I thought I'd do the opposite and try and grab the dirt on the bottom. And it seemed to work alright, but when I come out of 2 up the inside of Dane, then he wanted to get to the bottom and kind of stuffed my run up. I looked up, I seen Lockie. I thought I'd got a good start, and then Lockie was like 2-3 spots in front of me, so he must have rolled the top and stuck it and got clear. So in hindsight, I probably should have just gone to the middle, slid to the dirt, and got off the exit of 2 on the top. But the car didn't feel bad. We had good cars racing around us with King Shot and Kendrick and that, so you had to be a lot better to get past them in clean air. Had to really do it on the start. It would be a lot better than them in clean air.
What are the plans for the next heat race? You're expecting it to go away a fair bit. You need to tighten up a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. The track will probably keep going away a little bit. Hopefully it just keeps a berm there so we can slide, but we'll be on the front row the next heat with Lockie, so just maximise there. We need to get some points back on that one there, so we really need to win that heat. And then, we'll tune it up, keep up the track, and then I expect it to be a similar Kwinana track, what it always is. It should slick off quite a bit for the feature now. They'll probably till it up and give us something to run with there for the first 5 to 10 laps of the feature. Then I expect it to slick to the boards, and that's when we get going. So that should help us at the end of the night.
It's time for heat number 7. David Priolo's out of 2, and we've also got camera facing backwards on Jason Kendrick. He's out of 3. They both ran, I think Jason ran 5th in his heat, Priolo ran 8th. They really just need to try and finish up front. As we always talk about with these formats, you just need to finish the races, try and gain as many points as possible. Lockie McHugh's out of pole, who's been super strong. Obviously the sun's gone down, still super windy, that's why you don't see any drone shots right now, but this place is honestly incredible. I hope some of our shots are showing some of this stuff. It honestly is so awesome to be here, but yeah, just need to finish strong in this heat race. Let's see how they go. David Priolo started off the front row, and David blitzed him. Really, that was awesome to watch. Unfortunately, Kendrick went backwards a little bit there. I think he ended up 4th in the end, but even Callum Williamson got by McHugh there in a brand new car after wrecking the other night. So, pretty awesome racing. The track's really starting to open up as opposed to Wednesday night when it was still pretty fast. So slowing down a bit now, getting a bit slicker, still windy, and we're seeing lots of passing. Great racing, and we're really starting to see the racing come to life. So awesome night. Happy?
Yeah, reasonably, mate. I had to make up some points there. Knew it wasn't going to be easy against Lockheed's, obviously one of the best. But we know we've got a fast race car, especially when it widens up like this. This cool car really gets going. So it's my style of track there, and yeah, just glad to get the jump, get some clean laps, and run away.
What about the restart? Did you know he was going to slide?
Yeah.
Decided to leave the door open rather than just to keep momentum up around the top?
Yeah, see, it was sort of damned if I did, damned if I didn't. I mean, I felt like I got off a 4 reasonably well, and I know it was a real long way around. So I half thought about sliding myself, but the problem is if you slide yourself and he commits on the top, he's going to get you. You got nothing to cover. If I rail the top and he tries to slide me, I've got the option of either going around him or turning and going back under. So I just felt I had more options to rail the top there, even though I knew I was opening up the entry. But yeah, just glad I cleared off him. Probably didn't need the restart. I think we were pretty good there in open air. But yeah, is what it is. At least we know for the feature we've got a car that can manoeuvre as well. Like, it's all well and good leading a heat race, the whole thing, and not having to change a lineup. But when I had to alter my line and I tried right on the fence in 1 and 2, and I also tried that bit of dirt to lane off, and it was good in both situations. So that gives us some good info for the feature.
What are you thinking of changing for the feature?
We've just been creeping up on it bit by bit. Like, we've just been obviously tightening it up bit by bit without making super wholesale changes. So we'll just keep going in that direction. I think it will get slick. It'll berm up. They'll probably teal it for the feature here. So
you won't want to tighten it up too much.
Nah, because you still need to run against that berm. So,
yep.
But in saying that, once that berm gets worn down, which it tends to do here, then you've got to start cheating your entry, and it becomes really technical. So then you need a hooked up car. So
yeah.
I might just gamble for tomorrow night in this feature and try and throw something at it to tighten it up, banking on it, slicking right off,
yep.
And just seeing, because tomorrow night, 35 laps, it's definitely going to do that. So I want to learn something. I want to do a bit of homework for tomorrow night. So we'll do that. We'll work on it a little bit and then see where we'll go.
Horrible start, but what we did to the car probably wasn't the best. We were really snug through the corner, so the left rear was getting out of the left rear, so I was standing the left rear up. Yep. Sort of probably 2/5 of the corner way around the corner, so then you get real good exit speed, but you kill too much speed through the center of the corner. So
yep.
Just going to get that left side back down, get some rotation through the center of the corner, but try and keep the same like longitudinal traction on exit. So, and then at the same time you got to try and load the right rear a fair amount because the berm is so small against the wall. So,
yeah.
but you need it to be loaded but soft. So,
are you happy that you got like a good reaction out of the car, or do you feel like we got a reaction but not what you wanted?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't what we wanted.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because we. In a normal instance, we wouldn't be trying things at the Australian title, but we haven't been that good this year, so we haven't been good enough to win this race, so we need to try stuff and be better.
So then the lines up to
so they're just doing some track prep now they're over in turn 2. So this is just before the feature. The B main's finished, the top 4 cars are on the infield. There's 18 starters tonight, 14 cars already locked in, but I wanted to show you the racetrack now. I didn't have anything to stick into the track, but I got this flag. I just put my camera down over here for now. That's not gonna roll away, but we'll just watch out you go. But I just want to show you how hard the track is. We look down the bottom. You can see we've got the very top of the track where we've seen some cars been running. That's nice and soft. I can push the flag in. But as we come up to where the right rears are predominantly running, the track's really hard. It's actually a little bit softer. See, it's very hard right there. The darker it is, the blacker it is. You can tell that the harder it is. So they don't want this feature to take rubber. I think was it 25 laps, I think the feature is, something like that. So with 18 cars on it and so many laps, they just want to try and rip up the top, it looks like. They've got all the John Day utes running around, try and pack the track down once the grader goes in. Mikey Rimmer, who's the track curator here, seems to get it right all the time. It's usually pretty good. So I think we're in for a cracking feature. Let's go. Like you had your wings pretty far back pretty early.
Yeah, we sort of tried something a bit different for the feature. I tried freeing it up to run that cushion harder, but yeah, probably went a bit too free, so had to get the wing back a bit, but you know, we were coming on pretty good I thought at the end, so pretty happy with it.
I was surprised that you looked so strong at the end, considering your wing was so far back so early. Were you thinking you would get better, or what? Like? Yeah,
it was more, I think the track didn't really go away that much really from start to finish, so, and I still had a bit to go with my wing if I needed it, but you know, it's good, you know, we learn a lot for tomorrow night. I think we will be able to get it in a pretty good window for the 40 lapper.
I feel like your problem lately is that you're just not starting up far enough. Tonight's got to be good for going into tomorrow night to start up front.
Yeah, of course. Like, definitely a lot more happier starting up the front. It's a lot easier, so we'll just bounce on tomorrow night and see what we can do. Found some pretty good car speed, and I felt like they weren't that far in front of us there by the end, so yeah, as I said, tomorrow night's main night.
Did you guys try some things to set up to try and learn something? Or?
We did like little things, but there's definitely got some good notes of what we've got to change for tomorrow night to make it a little bit better by the end of the feature and tighten it up a little bit so we can get that last 10 and be good.
Happy birthday to you.
Alright, that's a wrap for night one. Again, I know I keep talking about it, but this place is just incredible. We're just driving through the pits now, past the RPM race truck, Callum Williamson's truck. It's all paved pits in here. We'll show tomorrow, more in tomorrow's video, most likely. But great feature race. I thought probably looked a little bit simple up front, but Veal really controlled the race. I'm not sure if he's holding back. There's the Cricky truck, but yeah, I think Veal really controlled the race. Lockie, who's just driving out right now in the 7 rig, I was surprised how good he was with it. Looked like his wing was really far back really early. So, but he said he had a little bit to go, but and he still got stronger at the end there. So, Jock, I really feel like, as you would have seen in my interview with him after the feature race, I feel like his biggest problem is not starting up front for the big races to be there at the end. But he's there at the end, but he's been spending the whole race getting up there. So I'm really glad that he finished third tonight, and then Kerry obviously in fourth. So I had a lot of fun working with Priolo, David Priolo, and Jason Kendrick. Great people, great teams, and all you know, just all around just a great night. And now we've got looks like a bit of traffic on our way out, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I can't wait for tomorrow night, my favorite night of the year.